So, we're ready when you are.
Alright. Hello everyone. Nice to see your faces. I'm Nicole Prieto. I'm one of the co-editors in chief of Persona Magazine. This is my editor, Julie Wynn. We also work with Debbie Montag, where I'm the assistant copy chief. She's one of our science reporters. So Persona, it's been an undergraduate art and literature magazine that's been publishing since 1978. We won national awards for work from like the CCLA in 1980 and the AWP of the Associated Press in 93, 94, and 2000. We're a not-for-profit organization acting entirely by the English department, so we have no affiliation with ASUA. We do our own fundraising every year to produce each issue, a couple copies.
Mind pass this one? No?
Well, I think Royce gets one.
So whether it's bake sales or department donations, and we only publish once a year. And the final magazine contains about 20 pieces of literature and 25 pieces of art. This we actually just got yesterday. We had a meeting yesterday.
Great. That we can look at.
Yes,
Art study.
And in the spring semester, we hold like a semi-formal release event. Here at the Poetry Center, where we have a reception and an hour-long reading. Personally, I've been with Persona since fall of 2010. Our staff accepts undergraduate members from all majors and colleges at the UA. The only caveat to being a staff member is that you're not permitted to submit your own work. But if you're on the writing staff, you may submit art, and if you're on the art staff, you may submit writing.
Do you have to pay for this?
well, these are for demonstrations, like they're just showing them. We give them back.
You could buy them if you like. They're $10 each.
Okay, cool.
And Dr. Jerry Fogle is our faculty advisor, and Lourdes Conto is our financial advisor. We turn to them when we need assistance with like organization logistics, receipt reserving our meeting room, and checking in our bank account. But for the most part, we run this entire process ourselves. And for submitting to Persona, which one of the questions many of you may be interested in, we start accepting creative submissions from undergraduate writers and artists starting in the fall semester. There are two deadlines. The December deadline is optional and is for writers who would like to have the pieces workshopped by our editing committee. And the final spring deadline in February is for all art and literature submissions. The only requirement for submitting is that you are an undergraduate student. During the semester, you submit your work. During the academic year, you are publishing the issue. Your field of study doesn't matter, and we certainly encourage people outside of humanities and fine arts to present their work. And if you're interested in submitting next year, we have our submission guidelines up on our website. One of the top links. So this is the submission guidelines from this for this past year.
These follow the steps, right?
And there are different categories: the rule for all submissions, then rules for literature, and then rules for art. And for our editorial process, all submissions are evaluated in the spring. Prior to spring break, staff members are divided into reading groups, and pieces are scored on a scale of 1 to 10. And so staff can say 7-week process or something like that. Then editorial board meets prior to spring break, where we sort out the final selections for publication, and our design team puts all puts the issue together, we approve everything, and then we meet with our art director and with a representative from our chosen printer to go over like final proofs and make any changes before going to print. And that's pretty much the entire yearly process to produce this wonderful issue.
Like, well, sorry. It's like I had that moment where you say things in your head and you speak and you don't realize you said them out loud. I have a lot of questions. Anybody else have a lot of questions? Well, I mean. Oh yeah, Camila's actually amazing.
Not to take it away. Someone else had a question. She's very excited.
What's going on? She's happy.
What's going on?
He's amazed that you're actually here. But then sometimes you're here, he's not here. So
You know what? Don't even give me grief.
He hasn't been
I
to
do
the
have a
last
question
one.
though. How do you decide what?
No, it's fine.
No.
Alright, come on, we're sorry. I was just curious, how many submissions do you usually take a year, or does that vary depending on like the strength of each piece?
We usually touch around 20 pieces for like literary submissions. Like this year we have about 18. We only allow about like per submitting author, if someone's work gets in to us to the final editorial board, we always like a maximum of 2 per author. It's just to allow like as many people as possible to get published. But yeah, it's usually around 20.
Do you ever allow a person to submit art and a poem that's like ekphrastic, like it's they're both kind of working with each other and go on the same page?
We've had stuff like before I worked on Persona, there has been instances where people would submit like art pieces where they had like their poem kind of like weaved in some like specific fashion, so it's possible to do. But our art selection and our writing selection processes are completely separate, just to like get the bias apart. So I guess it would depend. But it sounds like that would probably be more of an artistic piece if you wanted to incorporate your poetry with that. We definitely had cases where like I know one of our artists in this year's issue has also published a poem. So it's happening.
So like for the scientific entry, like what I see here, there's like each person gets like 2, there's a max of 5-ish pages. 10?
It depends what you submit. So if it's a story, we have like for fiction and nonfiction, we have page limits, but we like 10 max, right?
This year we upped the page limit, just like on a Word doc, it would be about, maximum 15 pages double space.
Like scientific entries, or like insect research.
Like nonfiction.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much the same limit.
Same? Okay.
We couldn't go to a poem about this thing.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess.
Make it technique. I know Camila had a question a while ago.
Well, yeah, for poems or for stories and artworks that aren't related, how do you decide how to organize those? Are they more random? Or?
The art director actually takes care of the entire, so the art, he's also the one that basically organizes the entire issue. So I think he'll put like if he feels this poem would go well next to this painting, then that's how he usually orders it.
Cool.
And we just have the final say on the written pieces. When it's normal.
I have a question. Like, how old is Persona?
We've been around since 1978.
Alright, so, like, how has it been, like, how hard has it been to keep the look of Persona, the magazine, like, consistent throughout the years? Like, when people graduate, who are involved in it, like, how do you guys go about?
We actually try not to do that.
Oh, okay.
Because like, we actually, my freshman year, we at Persona had like a whole rebranding change. When we had that logo at the top of the page. But we don't really try, it's kind of fun to echo back to past issues, but we just try to keep it to our own current aesthetic. We're not too concerned about, how it was done 30 years ago. It looks changed.
Do you stay in contact with like the past editors or the founders or something like that?
Yeah, like one of the founders actually still works in Tucson and usually comes to our main meetings, but sometimes we can't make it. But
Well, I think what's Persona?
that's a good question.
Oh. That is a good question. But you don't know, right?
Why is there a guy walking on the cover?
Even this year's issue was Journey,
Journey?
based on our written pieces. So I guess our director was kind of trying to format different design layouts that would kind of echo that theme.
Cool.
So do you kind of let the submissions build like the focus of each, like you said you were kind of felt like the submissions kind of contributed to the artwork perhaps? Like, so you usually try and let the art and submissions like define the, I guess, persona of your persona magazine that you put out each semester? Yeah.
It's gonna be different. We never really know what to expect because once all the pieces come in, they go through our staff and they come to the other color board. We kind of look through what we have, and at least for us, it's not really necessarily possible thinking of just one core theme that we're gonna work with this year. We just kind of like adapt to what we have.
Oh, okay.
So how did you like? Did persona used to look boring? Like it looks nice. Like normally when I pick up like journals, I expect like you just like open it. But it's like this is the bad. You guys see pretty pictures.
I'm not sure because I know issue 1 exists somewhere, maybe on this campus since the poetry library definitely keeps sad copies. I'm not sure. I highly doubt it's ever looked boring because at least the dedication I've seen from the art people we work with and the staff we have, it takes on its own aesthetic.
What's the most challenging thing you ran into being the editor?
Making sure we have enough money to print every year. That's never not stressful.
I wonder, like, how much does it cost to produce?
This year's issue, I'm thinking, not including tax, it was about 3,800.
3,800? And how much were you able to sell?
Let's see, we made like 200, 300 from last time. So I think last night, for like my siege, we were able to make about $300 just in sales from these.
That's good.
The sales never cover the actual production of the issue. We are a not-for-profit organization, so any money that we do make goes back to just being able to print this again next year.
Are any of the staff members compensated?
You can receive course credit
Course
if you would
credit?
like. Yeah, through the English department.
And is the entire staff member user?
Yes. All UA
So you have like people from marketing working with it?
Oh yeah, sure.
That's really cool.
Like one of our current members is actually an accounting major.
Do you know the design decisions behind this logo or the persona?
The persona logo, again, that happened when we were just coming on the staff. So we don't actually know the exact decisions, but I vaguely remember it was just wanted something that represents like how each letter is a different font.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
we
I
wanted
know that's
something
it's really cool.
that represents a different persona, kind of covers a different face.
Mm-hmm. That's very awesome.
Yes, it's like an onion.
What?
It's a
She
person
said
S.
stress.
Oh,
Does
there's
it look like an yeah, I see it.
That's
It's kind of like a leaf too.
It's like a fancy.
Now it's like a now
Oh.
we'll never be able to unsee the ending ever afterwards.
Hey, here's some answer by the way.
Yeah.
Here she is. You know, when you're talking about one of your pieces.
Yeah.
Okay.
She was composting. Isn't it awesome?
So what do you think of her story? Oh, yeah.
Be like
Who cares if it's not here?
No pressure.
Ouch.
Yeah, it was.
Case.
It was a poem. Okay.
we can read it. We can read it.
Well,
Wait, where is it?
only if
Only if the author would like to do
Oh.
that.
Sorry, go for it. Go. Who has a question?
Oh, I was just gonna say, you said that they're available to view here at the Poetry Center. All other.
I think so, yes. They should be in the library area. We give at least 2 issues every year to the Poetry Center and they put them in circulation. So I think some are in special collections, all the other issues.
Okay, cool.
Where are these available, like, to buy?
Right now, this issue is we have a couple boxes sitting in the room, and those will be available in the English office hopefully by the end of next week. The English advising office sells them. Probably even a price sheet for like $10 per issue. We have like issues 33, 34, and 35 on sale as well.
English department, right? Is that like where you usually go?
Sometimes better books.
Have you guys ever thought of like expanding into like readings? Like having a poetry readings aloud?
We have just our one meeting like
Just
once a year. It's a little tricky to organize.
Yeah, I can
That's
imagine.
when we have like a time that you see
You guys also do daily Wildcat stuff, right? Like, what do you guys do for the Wildcat?
I write for the science section.
Cool.
So, it's pretty cool. It's kind of small right now. I think the science stuff is like 5, 6 people. We lost Austin. So, I think like 5, 6 people. It only publishes once a week. So, it's definitely not as crazy as news where I think I have to like write it like 2 every single day. But, it's a really good experience.
Do
Everyone.
you know Maggie driving? Okay, just kidding.
I didn't know.
Just kidding. I retracted. Not actually.
Yeah, I did better like once.
Teaches you how to get used to rejection. You're calling people and they refuse to even talk to you. But for the people I do talk to, it's great.
Does Daily Wildcat pay you? Or are they? How
We're
often
so
do you
interested
meet for the magazine?
Once a week.
Once a week.
When they do.
I got a question about your website. Who runs your website?
I love this.
It's on Tumblr over there.
Damn,
I've
cool.
had
Yeah,
a
you
hell of a
really
time
good.
with this. It's probably gonna have a Facebook for next week.
So you made all of it.
Well, I worked, yeah, I kind of manipulated like the Tumblr community available. Nice add on as much as I possibly can.
I tried making a blog site for this club on Tumblr. And I tried to do exactly what you did and I couldn't figure it out.
It's hard. You have to make the settings so it's like a little bit plain HTML.
Yeah.
And then you just have to go in and just build line by line. Oh, right. Sorry.
What template did you use? I guess it's right down here.
It's the effective thing, but
Actually,
yeah.
cool. Oh, did you want me to do something? Sorry, I didn't hear you.
I don't know.
Yeah, like it looks great. It's awesome. Kudos to you and your Tumblr. Kudos to you. Yeah, like you're the one who does the Wildcat stuff. Like you don't work.
She's
Oh.
I'm the assistant copy.
So, let's be honest. Okay, even though you're being recorded, to be honest, in front of you. Where do you like to work more? Wildcat or Potomac?
They're different, they're very different from each other. So I can't really say like I like working one or the other because they're just like, they feel like these two separate parts of my life.
How are they different?
For the Daily Wildcat, I mean, it's a daily, so it's just like this constant concern. So you're putting out the best content you can every day, at least every day that I work. And with Persona, it's more this ongoing concern till the end of the year until this issue is published. So yeah, the only one so calm right now is because it was published and out of
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Okay.
Don't they seem
You know.
chill? They're just like, yeah, you know.
It's like, we did it.
It's just culminating stress with that magazine. It's kind of stress.
So that's why. I was wondering, like, why are they just so relaxed? Like,
Last week I was just not okay.
yeah, deadlines are deadlines. They don't have the word dead in them for nothing. So,
Dude, I didn't think of that ever.
you never thought of that?
No.
Are they called deadlines?
What, you feel dead after you?
You're
get-
dead if you don't meet the line.
Oh.
Or, you know, whatever.
We feel like it, or you know, whatever. We could be dead afterwards.
Yeah.
We're slower even with deadlines.
You could be dead afterwards. Yeah, it's a really
I'm
terrible
not the
name.
only one, see?
Well, you know, now that you know. Deadline.
That we just have to battle.
Horrible.
It's actually kind of cool. I never thought of it that way. It's interesting.
I think it's a really interesting term. I mean, you wouldn't have died if you hadn't published this yesterday, would you?
Well,
Part of-
if you talk about that, you would have said yes.
No, you wouldn't have. You would have.
I would panic.
Wait, Amanda's the linguistics person. Do you know the background behind deadline?
I don't, but I could see if I can connect to the internet and find out for
And
everything.
connect
I've
to the
been
internet.
trying
You
to
want me to
connect to
find
the
it?
internet.
Yeah, because my laptop doesn't always. Sometimes it's like, I don't like the internet today, so whatever.
Whatever.
I'll race you.
Okay, we'll see what
Back
happens.
home.
Who gets through it first?
So etymology.
Yeah, you can just look at either Oxford, honestly, dictionary.reference.com does.
Aussie?
Yeah, you gotta do,
Ox-
oh, I don't
you can
have
do the Oxford, or you can do
here it is.
It's
dictionary.
Aussie. I was like,
Oh,
how do you-
The
Yeah, the
Aussie
Ozzy
dictionary.
Osbourne
Yeah, you know,
dictionary.
for the
This
class,
word
right?
comes
Yeah,
from like
yeah.
this thing that I did this one
That's the
time.
one you gotta use.
Like
Except
enemy
this takes a
online,
while,
what was it?
and then you gotta
Dictionary.
log on.
Aussie? No, I think Oxford, like.
Every second of my
Yeah.
life.
Yeah, Oxford
I thought
English
they said
Dictionary.
Aussie.
That's what I'm trying to find.
Oxford.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to like
It's
sign
kind of things
in.
that have like.
But you know,
The
yeah.
origin literally
Yeah.
says 1855 to
It's really good
60, dead
though.
plus
Yeah.
line.
It's- it
There
shows
you
you
go.
everything.
Oh,
So someone's put it together for that.
Time limit,
Thank you.
newspaper jargon.
Ooh.
Cross
okay,
influence
relevance.
by earlier use to mean the do not cross line in civil war prisons.
Oh, in prisons?
Well, okay, so someone in a
That is
newspaper
what I
then I
said.
guess would take the term of like the deadline where you don't cross that.
Right,
but
so
on the
since-
newspaper it's
Right, so 17 feet from the inner stockade was the deadline over which no man could pass and live. In other words,
you go past the state and
right, which is what you said.
Right.
You feel dead.
But you don't die. You won't
You don't
die.
literally die, but you
It's
might
like
die. Your
most-
grave might die.
It's like most slang terms where they took something from somewhere
Dude,
else and
There's
reapplied
like
the
that
meaning.
tension, like the history. It's
Oh,
like,
no,
you
really.
can't pass this line, you could die.
We're all feeling that
That's how it
strange
feels.
deadline, right? We've got a deadline to meet next week, huh? Yeah. I do.
Everyone.
Everybody does. We're right there. But that's great that you're where we want to be after. With a cup of coffee and talking to people about how you made
He's
it.
got to run across the border.
Like, I want to talk to people like, so George, did you turn in your essay? Yeah, it was a really tough battle, but I got it in. Here's my coffee and peace.
You want to give next week's presentation about your essay?
That's right. Yeah, it's gonna be like, yeah, I did it. You know, maybe with a bottle of tequila instead of like
You
coffee.
can do all Mad Men, maybe get like
Don Draper, no, Don Draper. That's a different story. Well, I don't. Does anybody else have any more questions?
they're doing elections next week. Right? It's next Monday, right? You're doing elections? You all could like sneak in there and run for office really quick. No. That'd be chaos.
Because I don't have enough things on my plate right
Well,
now.
I have one last question before you go. What's like? I know you guys are really, you're pretty big and successful. You have an efficient team, but you're so elusive. I never see any. I've never bumped into anybody who's worked for Persona. I've never seen The Office.
It's like mysterious, like alternate universe status.
What's it like? Like Persona? How do people? Are they nice? Are they kind of like serious?
They're very diverse.
Okay.
Like, that's kind of the core of this Milan staff. I would accept people from so many different colleges, different majors. Like, you only part of the team that you're in undergraduate at UVA. So, like, just a bunch of different people. A lot of us are, like, English majors that talk about, you know, complaining about class, complaining about this essay we didn't start, or student like 6 hours, you know, that kind of people. But, pretty relaxed.
How often do you guys meet? Like during the week?
Just once a week,
Once a
4
week.
hours, 1 hour.
Alright, cool. Then you don't get tired of each other. Alright.
So how many credits is it if someone were to get conversation credits?
If you are a regular staff member, you receive 1 credit. If you decide to also do the editing committee, you can receive up to 2 credits. If you're an editorial board member like we are, then you get up to 3 credits.
Interesting. Thanks.
But in order to receive those credits, you have to start your work in the fall semester. If you get credit in the spring, probably because your work is cumulative from, we only meet once a week, so it's an aggregation of all those hours from fall and spring. Spring will be credit.
Right.
So I was looking at the calendar section of your page, and you guys seem to have the entire semester planned out in advance. And it strikes me as like really organized. How do you guys go about getting that schedule?
We've been working with the Poetry Center since 1992, so we always anticipate like having a reading event like around April. I think next year might be around April 16 or something. So I do planning way in advance. This past summer, Julie and I were like Skyping over summer just to make sure we eat half the time. Just like planning out a schedule for the fall, and then sometime in the fall we just solidify what we would do for spring. So it's just like getting in contact with people we need to, like making sure we have everything set up.
That's really cool.
Just so everyone knows, there's only like 4 minutes left to film on this camera.
And then it runs out of battery.
Oh yeah. Or,
Why did it close up?
Yeah.
Okay, you want to
Interesting and strange. It's a
Sure.
weird feature.
Yeah,
the battery
Yeah.
X.
Well,
That way
You never let it run down.
Right.
Or self-destruct.
The camera won't explode.
Preventative
Don't worry.
measure.
It'll be okay.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
That was wonderful.
Thanks a lot.
Very important. Thank you so much.
We should probably give them back.
Yeah.
Come back.
So we are allowed to buy them though if we have money on us.
Yes, so
Okay.
feel free to buy
I don't
them,
have
and
to-
we'll go back to production for next year's issue. So definitely appreciate it.
You're fine, you're like,
Oh,
no,
I
you
actually
can't
don't
buy
want
it.
to say.
Right. Get away.
Yeah, if we've got the money, then maybe we could just pass the money that way. And probably won't vanish on the way over.
Mysterious. Start paying my money.
Money over? Are you kidding me? Holy man.
Yes, we're looking. Yes, we're looking at you. My new fearless leader. Oh. I want to see it all the way down.
Don't worry.
I don't trust George.
Do we really trust our president? We only trust our treasurer.
Yo. We don't have a treasurer. He's a secretary.
Oh. He's secretary treasurer.
What's up?
Question.
Oh, hold on.
What do you guys do during your meetings?
Everything.
We have talks.
This-
Sometimes, what else do we do?
We do workshops. We have
do
presentations.
Presentation.
We let Matt show us how to do rapping. It was awesome. We do all kinds of things.
Yeah, like it's an hour every week, and we try to get filled up with someone to present something. You were our presentation of the day, if you didn't catch it on me. And you know, we implemented like a couple like of workshop activities in the past 2 meetings, but it's like they're fun. But the one thing that we're really like getting interested in right now is like having workshops outside of the meeting, like maybe like on a Saturday. But we're still working on that because like it might just be conducive to just have them always at every meeting. The idea is to make sure that like we take advantage of this hour to learn something new and to get work done. You know, it's cool to get together and talk, but like time is valuable and precious. And,
We have socials for just hanging out.
yeah.
Yeah.
So we're kind of trying to diversify how we spend the time with the club, but so far it's worked out quite nicely. Like you, we're just doing the best we can with the time we've got. Hopefully not dying when we gotta make those
Like you sound like you're about to die. You're just like we do the best with the time we have.
We're hoping to have like a party later on in the year.
Well,
You earned that.
Like we're like about to die, and then we made it, and then it's like, oh, well, we might die again.
So it's kind of
I'm like, this metaphor scares me.
I know it's too intense for what it
It's
actually
like,
is.
yeah, it's like freaking, it's really freaky.
Yeah, but
it is.
this world is really new. It's got started like about 4 or 5 years ago. But hopefully, the longer it lasts, the more members join in. The more members it has, the more ideas we get. You know, after that.
Oh.
On Friday, Good Friday.
I think that's so fun.
I love your website, by the way. I really do. Really
Are you,
like, you have good taste. Yeah. And like, I guess speaking on like what we do afterwards, I guess Matt and I don't really have any like workshop planned for today. But there are
We
some.
can find stuff on the internet. We have it now, some connectivity.
Oh yeah, I wasn't connected, but,
15 seconds.
They're happy.
Oh, did you already shut it off? I'm outside and like, how are your Fridays, man? Oh, busy. Or like, where is it going?
Just your voice.
Wow.
I need to know.
Oh,
what do we do?
Wait,
Um,
a pinky slap?
No, it means chocolate. It means we crush it. It's Chilean.
Oh, the Chilean thing. Okay.
Don't worry about it. Okay.
So, I mean, so you think Saturday would work better for this?
That Saturday?
Yeah.
Wait, what time did you put on the thing?
On the thing, I just decided 11:30. I mean, it's not set, but. You know.
Later in the day would
What
be
times
better.
usually work for people then? Have they said? Like what times usually work?
It's just that almost everyone works on Fridays, like in the afternoon.
Who's
Yeah,
almost
I like what you're saying though, it's that I'm gonna do that.
Right, like if we have just, everything scheduled on the wrong day for everybody, I mean, that could be where, no one wants to come to the meeting. I know we did the poll already, but like maybe,
Friday, huh?
I'm just saying.
Then what day? It's just like that's the thing. This is such a subjective thing to kind of just throw out.
I think like starting next semester would be easier to do a time change.
Right,
This semester I feel like we're kind of locked
Yeah.
in.
No, I'm not
I
saying we
agree
should
with
do a time
that.
change
Yeah.
this semester. I'm just saying that for the future.
But
Yeah.
Camila, I really want to know who is they? Who are they? Can you just give me like a little list?
Like,
Let me tell you about something about me. Everywhere I go, I talk to people. Everywhere I go.
Okay.
I go everywhere on campus. So everywhere I go, I talk to people on campus who are students who work on Fridays. I don't know what you want
And
from
Fridays,
me.
the people
just like
that
an
that
extreme
work, they
example,
wanna
like
go home.
this guy that I met and I totally had like a crush on. He was like,
What?
No, we do not.
I totally work on
We don't
Fridays
eat down
all the
to
time.
the
Like,
No, I'm talking about like the reason people have not been able to come is because usually, I work on Fridays.
yeah,
I'm surprised no one filled out the poll saying as much,
But I'm talking about people I've literally
We
just
should do a
met in the
poll.
last
I
month.
think it's more of like an abstract concept that's generally acknowledged by society in college for students. It's kind of like just a thing, George.
George, don't take it
I wish we
personally.
could do it on like Mondays or something. Shit, we usually have class in the morning on Mondays.
Like whether or not we host it on Fridays at what time? I don't know. And
earlier maybe?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
like for this event, like forget about the club meetings for now. For this workshop thing, like the idea is to maybe possibly just have it like a little before the regular meeting. But I guess the idea that's being thrown out here is that like most
Not a lot of
people
people
can't
would
come to
be
the meetings anyway,
coming.
so it might not be a smart idea to have that workshop on Friday.
yeah. And like Saturday, usually people are somewhat free.
I just think it should be like a time like when it's on the campus. I mean, I feel like Friday is like the day when either everyone wants to or is working, they just want to get off campus.
Right, or they don't have classes.
They don't
Yeah.
have any classes. But so I'm almost thinking like somewhere in the middle of the week, somewhere like
Wednesday?
Thursday.
Wednesday?
What is the availability for here in the Poetry Center?
Oh, I don't know. I have to talk to Allison about that. No, go for it.
No, I was wrong. I was just gonna say Tuesdays and Thursdays are open late till, right? Oh, at the Poetry Center, like we open till 8, so.
They're open till 8.
Could possibly work.
All Tuesdays? Yeah.
In like early afternoon.
So I think a lot of humanities people take a lot of the Tuesday and Thursday classes. I mean, am I crazy? Like, is everyone basically had English classes and stuff on
They
Tuesday
don't
and
even
Thursday?
schedule Monday, Wednesday, Friday classes.
Right, so maybe that, because then you're guaranteed people are on campus, sort of.
I'm kind of down for the idea of having it in between.
That's fine.
Like, the tough part about this is that, I want there to be coffee. Like, that's going to be the thing. And some snacks. So wherever we hold this workshop, they got to accept that. I know they don't allow snacks in here.
Or you can just have it like in like on the grass.
Outside,
I
in
like
the little
it.
conference area thing.
have it.
Outside here or outside, like, closer to the UA Mall?
You can just have it
Like
outside.
on the little
like on the
slope.
mall.
The hill. Do you know what I'm
Heritage
talking
Hill?
about? Yeah, Heritage Hill.
Hey,
Heritage Hill.
remember they did that Milton thing in the library where you read Milton at?
Ooh.
Maybe we can rent out one of those.
That would be a
Main
good
library.
idea. Did anybody go to the Milton Marathon?
I saw that too.
Is that what people were doing with that guy in the purple shirt? Tent?
Yeah.
That's what that was?
Dude, I stuck around for the whole thing, man.
What
Entire
Wasn't that like
Paradise
8
Lost.
hours long?
Yep.
That's
I
what
did.
Why?
Hey, yesterday they were doing a
You could
a
just buy an
marathon
audiobook.
of the Iliad, like in
Yeah.
the UA Mall, and then
That's the classics club.
and that was pretty cool. Like they were there. Did anybody see that little tent? Yeah.
So I actually don't know what
It
this
was
place is.
the
Someone
class
describe
club.
it
They
to
were
me.
reading the Iliad. Homer and the Iliad. No.
So
I
I
think
think
it's the
it's
special
special
collections
collections
library. It's like to the left of the main library.
I love that.
Oh, I think it took them like 8 hours. Maybe more.
8 hours sounds pretty short.
Well, I have an announcement.
Oh, okay.
Maybe you guys also be releasing.
Announcement.
Here, here.
George and I are doing a project for our creative writing class.
Yes.
And it's going to be a small film. And we already have the script written and everything. By
Nice.
yours truly. And so we need actors though.
Oh my
So
god.
if anyone wants to act.
Sure.
Be cool with that.
I mean, I'm really dramatic, but it's
Dude,
kind of.
Dude,
how do you see
volunteers
Saturday?
no, no,
you
Saturday,
should.
for,
I
like,
still will be-
probably
You've
4
seen
hours or something. And we'll provide food and stuff.
Oh, really?
We will like damn it, like
We're making a Facebook group. I'll make it tonight and invite people in. If anyone
yeah, men are gonna talk about like dating logistics and stuff like that. But anybody who's interested in just acting, like we can knock this out like in a day or so. We would be very appreciative. There will be food.
It's an English major script too. It's like
We need to feel for
So it's good.
it really is.
Quite right, yes.
The sad part is it's exactly that because we have like Henry James and Mark Twain as the characters.
Oh, it's for a literature class, so it has to have
Well, are there other women?
Yeah, like Kate Chopin. I think it'd be even funnier if we had like one of the male characters portrayed
I would
by a
love
girl.
to see
Mark,
that
you know,
play
like
Mark
Mark
Twain.
Twain, like the regular mustache. Like sure, it's cool, whatever.
You would.
Wear one of those.
Is it the wet mustache?
Yeah.
Yeah. I will, I'll keep you guys in the loop. And if there's ever interested, like, just get back to us after we send the announcement. But this should be like next weekend, right?
It's next weekend.
Yeah, it'll be next because we gotta get this done as soon as possible.
So what is it about?
It's basically the idea for the script is we're taking the 7 authors we've read for our class. I don't really know the name of them all, but like Mark Twain, Frank Norris, Theodore Dreiser,
Henry Miller.
Henry James, and some other people, and then we're putting them all in the setting of like a fake real world with like specific literature authors. So like, for instance, we have like Mark Twain as the bad boy who plays Franks on like the loser of the group who's William Dean Howes. So, and then there's also other stuff in there about like Theodore Dreiser having a love interest with Kate Chopin. But then, as he's trying to like court her or something, Henry James pops up and starts narrating their love interest as though they're not even there.
That's funny. So wait,
Yep.
who do you have for what yet?
Oh, we don't have.
We have George and I.
Well, I'm gonna like do a lot of the
I'm
behind the
interested
scenes
in it.
stuff.
It just depends on how much time it will take. I mean, just realistically with like my life.
We'll probably take like the whole day if we shot it.
Where?
We don't know that yet, but we will.
Details to come.
When?
Details,
we
Facebook's
will
to
get
come.
back to you on that.
When-ish?
Well,
I was
next
thinking-
weekend.
Because I'm not gonna. No, I'm not gonna be here next weekend. I mean, I'll be here Saturday. Sunday. I'll be Sunday, but not Saturday.
Pencil me in for lighting for
Thanks.
I don't care. I'm just gonna-
We'll figure it out.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, but
Letting us know about
listen,
that.
like a movie is not the script, but Matt's script is badass. It's really good. Like it's funny, it's witty. Hopefully, the movie can be that. Can be like
Do
it can
we
stay true to
audition
its.
for these things, or how
Which
like
one
how
should I-
are you doing
It's
this?
no, this is like.
In the 5 minute audition. Like, say this line.
Memorize
Say that
everything
line.
We gotta-
Right now.
This is for a class, so we don't have any money writing on this, so don't
Oh,
worry.
okay.
Even though,
Alright.
$5 million salary.
no, go for
Yeah,
it.
it's very
Listen.
Does it matter if the actors haven't probably read all the writer's works which you write?
Oh.
No, like
No.
one of the ideas I had was just like to make it kind of like, because it's supposed to be a farce on like literature and stuff. Like I think it'd be hilarious if the actors actually had like the scripts in front of them as they were reading. But it doesn't. I don't really know what we're gonna do with it yet. So I mean, some of the words are pretty long. So for some of them, I'm not gonna require memorization since we only have a week.
Yeah.
I love that
So-
word.
Oh, yeah.
Pull a tongue cutting.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but
I
I'm
think
always
Tom would be
cool.
hilarious.
He's a really good actor.
Yeah, Tom is
actually.
great.
I think he'd be hilarious as like.
So is he?
Yeah.
He's a good actor.
You can ask him, please, because we know Tom has his own agenda, right?
Oh, yeah.
You can't just lump Tom into all your plans expecting him to go. Like, he has
Oh,
a
I
life,
think
you know,
I
Tom?
actually can. Like, I have gavel and
Whoa. Yeah, that's like really intense.
I'm going to law school. I feel like it's allowed.
Oh, okay, fine. You're sure?
Sounds
I mean, she's
abusive.
gonna be a
Got the
lawyer,
gavel and I
so-
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
pretty much.
No, I'll ask him.
Did you have fun at the
Club.
event?
Oh, yeah, he really
I had a
did.
great time.
He and his brother were like, oh, that was awesome.
In Russia and
Nikolai.
USA. Damn Russia. Russia.
I can feel my legs for 2 days.
Yeah, is anybody else like tired? Like my legs?
My legs were ridiculously sore.
And I was just
like, no.
Wait, after what?
After running around.
After running
Yeah.
around at the party with
Oh, well, you guys would
What did you
know.
think we were
I
doing?
know, we only encountered a gigantic worm.
this long.
Oh, yeah?
Like,
Really?
Dude.
It was so much fun.
Remember that time
It was so much fun.
Like,
Like,
then
I
back
woke
to
up
you?
the next morning, it was just like quads, not
She was like,
working.
and then I'm like, oh my god.
Back out.
Oh, you protected the world. What did you say?
So, hey, like,
I was just saying, oh, good
Fire.
times.
real quick, like,
No, actually protected the world.
on this workshop thingy, I know it's coming close to the end of the semester and finals and all that good stuff, right? We're all happy for finals, right? Are we excited? Yeah, everybody's excited. No, don't lie to me. You live for this. This is what you've been waiting for.
Yeah.
Finals? No, the day after finals is what I'm waiting for.
Yeah, she's.
Only for the next day after finals.
We should all like go out and celebrate, like push hard and like do well in our finals.
Go to
And
a bar,
then
so we're just like, alright.
not
Yeah.
hard, not
we
like
had a bar.
not. You don't have to be bar. You can just
Alright.
Whoa, you're
have a pool party. What?
We can do a pool party, yeah!
With a mini bar, a swim up mini bar.
Mini bar at the pool. In the
Yes.
Let me
You just
just,
swim up and
I
order your
don't
drink.
I'm gonna be bold and ask this question. Who
Oh.
here isn't down for this workshop? Who here thinks it's too late? There's not enough time. We're not gonna get many people interested. We should just not focus on it.
I
Focus
think
on
we should do
something.
at least one before the end of the semester.
I agree with that.
We
What
need
does everybody else think?
I think we need to advertise it really well though.
That's what I think.
Okay.
It's a difficulty that means people need to stick up signs everywhere.
It
Well,
can
you know
be
what?
done.
Maybe we can
Yeah, I can
post
see.
about it on each of our Facebook walls so our friends can see it. or something.
Yeah,
If you
for
have
sure.
friends
But
to
like
do
the,
it.
a really big thing is like to talk to like I know at every college that that Amanda and I tried to go to and posted stuff like at the English department they took down the posters the next day.
They did?
Yeah, so like it's about talking to the department heads if whoever's there and asking them, hey, can we put this here? Who can do that? Like if you don't tell them, you're
They
just gonna
take
tear
it
it down.
down?
Yeah, they do.
It's like kind of like English computer writing.
I know. Whoever took it down didn't know how to read, which is
Are you
ironic.
serious?
They work at the English department.
That's ridiculous.
We'll just stick them back up the next day. Or just make
With
them-
a little note on there saying, sorry, this belongs here, or something.
So, like, if this is gonna fly with the advertising thing, as Esty so astutely observed
Go
and
Esty.
stated, we need to have a real task force on advertising alone. Like,
Passing out flyers and things and.
And our old name, like
We should
Yeah,
have
we could just
one
litter
big
them
sale.
everywhere, and then they'll just find their way.
Instead of big, so you actually
I know, right?
take a free cookie and a flyer.
Florals.
Take the flyer with it.
no, that's definitely for.
Do we know anyone that does free parties or like some kind of meals
We should
or
do a
like?
big
I could buy a
sale.
whole bunch of Whole Foods or whatever. and
Well,
they
we're
still have
gonna
accounts,
have
so-
coffee and free
Yeah,
food
that's true.
there anyway, so that's like an incentive for anybody who's hungry.
Well,
Food is always nice.
but we're saying to hand out the flyers like
Like on the mall?
at the mall. Yeah, people have like a booth there. They just get a table to set up there, and it's like, hey, here's some free cookies. Come
With a flyer.
With a flyer.
Well, we should not sell cookies for free.
No, well,
This is a business.
Yeah,
This is
I mean, that's how I felt.
It's
we're
just,
not fully
Even the
implemented.
money
There's
actually.
nothing free about
You're
this.
definitely not a treasure.
who has like just
Take
gift
back your role.
This is a brilliant idea.
Hey, I've been
You think
making
we're gonna
bake
get
sales since
free
forever and it has
cookies?
never been.
You go to Whole Foods.
Door, so
It's a
I'd be
free
okay.
flyer.
Between like how many of us are here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Between like the 10 of us here, I think we'd cough up like $8 for a box of cookies and be like, okay.
Yeah, and sell them at twice the profit.
We think.
We can actually, here's the thing, we
Our
can't
profit
sell
is
them
getting
on the
people
mall
here.
because then the catering service and then the student unions will get all of
I'm
it.
just-
Yeah,
I know.
I'm just playing.
I'm playing with you.
We're gonna have this going right now?
That's right. That's right.
You
I'm,
picking up when I'm laying down?
I'm messing with you guys. It's
I love how SQ was like trying to be helpful. Like, how about this? SQ, you suck, dude. No,
I'm the golden goose that's getting shit, man.
You're the little brother.
Wow.
You just get the crowd.
Well,
I'm
what
the
you really
jealous
did
man.
was you say it and like let one of the cool kids say it, you said it again, and I was like, oh dude, that was so awesome.
Yeah. You have to whisper it in like someone's ear and then like re-say it.
Yeah.
You know, guys, what we should do is get some free cookies to go with the flies.
Right. Yeah.
So listen, here's what's gonna happen, okay? Here's what's gonna happen that I'm sure of.
No.
There will be a lot of things to be done at the next officer meeting.
On the map.
I will make a list by then, right? There it is then when we will decide who does what, and whatever you're tasked with. If you do it, I think this will be a nice
You
turnout.
don't, you're out.
Well, if you don't, then the turnout will be poorer than it could be. But alright, so
Okay.
we'll just wait for the next Wednesday.
I have heard back from a couple professors. I didn't like email the entire English department because I felt like that would be futile.
Yeah, that's
So I
okay.
didn't do that, but I did get in touch with a couple people that I have personal,
Cool.
somewhat relationship with.
What
so.
did they tell you?
Well, one of them was like, "Well, would you be interested in hearing about MFA stuff?" I'm like,
Yeah, actually.
sure.
It'd be cool for a talk.
So, but I was like, he was like, "What have you done in workshops before?" And I was like, so I don't know how to answer that.
Well, you know what, Camila, you can
Yes.
hold off on that because, like, I've got this wacky idea that I'm just going to talk about really quick before we're done here.
Okay.
You know that if you go to the English department, you can see and scan every single, like, syllabus of the semester?
Really?
Yeah. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. And they scanned them for me. I have
Oh.
the entire semester syllabi for fall and spring of the year 2013.
Nice.
And I'm going to upload some.
Okay.
For anybody who wants to like see them, you know. But there's a ton of creative writing workshop syllabi, and there they have the descriptions of how they handle the workshop. So I should have told you that. I only got this done yesterday, so sorry. But you know,
I only finished like.
any professor's guidance though is welcome.
Okay.
But
Well,
I think
Munoz is great. He's
yeah, I heard he's really
got
awesome.
a lot going. Like,
Hobel recommended him a lot for me.
and then I also have De La Cruz, who
Oh, she was.
she's awesome.
Yeah.
And so she was like, yeah, I'm happy to help, whatever, but I just need some more specific issues. So.
We will have them for them.
I think, like, okay, we should design the flyer for this as soon as possible. As in me, I will design it as soon as possible.
As in.
As in me, with no one else.
Wow.
Not being.
Excuse me.
Wow.
I didn't mean it like that. I just meant because you know.
Shut it off, man.
Hey, all right. So like here's my master plan. So
Go for it.
we each get like stacks of these flyers, and put them out in our classes. Like you know, I mean, there might be a class that it doesn't have to be an English class, but we can each take
Or
a
can
certain
be.
amount of flyers to
Yeah.
the English class and be like,
Smarties or whatever.
hey guys, you know, come to this thing. Hey, ask the teacher beforehand. Like, is it okay if I pass these out? And can, yeah, just.
Is anybody taking a seminar class like 373A, 373B? You're taking it. Who are you taking it with?
Oh, Dr. Monsman.
Dr. Monsman. Oh, what time do you guys
Yeah,
meet?
he's doing yesterday.
What time do you meet?
We meet
Yeah.
on Tuesdays and
I hear it's
Thursdays
a good
from 9:30
You
to
don't hear that
10.
from
Okay, how big is your class?
It's
for like computer science.
fairly
Do
big.
they?
It's
Do we? What do we?
medium sized, I would say.
Like you mentioned, like
Yeah, I mean,
like
like 100
teacher's name and then the other people say.
Probably
"Oh,
supposed to
he's
be how
awesome."
many people are there, but not
Actually,
all those
you
people
guys
show
should
up.
take-
Yeah.
Might have more people here than
Yeah,
we
take
can,
off.
maybe.
Probably a point to
Nah,
find
it's almost
That's okay.
Everybody
Yeah.
tended to make it scary.
Did you see
Do you have some time to chat about that?
Yeah.
Because like we need to do something.
How's your posture generally?
So the seminar classes are gonna be good. Like I'll email Hansman and anybody else who's taking one, so that I can go in. If not, I will need your help.
Everybody thinks.
Sure.
But don't worry. Hey, by the way, the meeting's over. We gotta be out of here by 5.